What's going on YouTube? JT Jaborn here, and welcome back to another DC Comics News and Update, and today we're going to be talking about the DC Comics November 2022 Solicitations. Normally I appear on camera for this thing, but I wasn't looking my best this morning, so I figured, you know what, let's just do a full audio version of this today. So this is coming from GamesRadar.com. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check this thing out. Now, of course, there's always a lot of solicitations, so I'm going to kind of go through rather quickly, and like I said, if you want to know more, you can go ahead and read down below. So let's go ahead and talk about the stuff. So lots of stuff here. Everything from this November 22, more Dark Crisis stuff, DC versus Vampires, Deceased, a few other titles. Batman versus Robin is in issue 3, and there's clearly some more crazy stuff going on in that title. Robin, the book is ending on Tuesday, which is going to be a sad sight, but I'm hoping Batman vs. Robin is going to be pretty good. So I think, we're going to get some new JSA stuff with Jeff Johns, and we got a couple other things, so let's go ahead and take a look. So Batman and the Joker, the deadly duo. So Batman and Joker are going to seemingly team up for a 7-issue series. The Joker will any links to get Harley Quinn back after she's adopted by a strange culprit, but who? Mysterious Joker-like monsters are stalking the streets of Gotham, collecting severed heads. But why? Jim Gordon is missing, and after receiving a package containing a bloody piece of Gotham's commissioner, Batman knows he must be willing to do anything to save him. But how? When the Joker proposes an uneasy alliance with Batman, the answers to those questions begin to come clear. And will they shake Gotham City and the Bat family to the core? This meticulously crafted tale of the Dark Knight's deadliest team-up will introduce you to a grim and gritty Gotham that only Mark Silvestri could deliver. So, I think this is probably just an Elseworld storyline. It's not really made clear if it's in the DC universe, because I can't see Batman and Joker teaming up. Joker's been away from Harley. So, yeah, like I said, this is just issues 1 and 2 of this thing. Not sure why 2 issues are coming out. Seemingly the same. Oh, this is 12/6, so it's kind of previews of December, because December we're already coming up on the December solicitation, so we're gonna be a year in and out in terms of DC Comics. So Batman 129, this is Chip Zdarsky's thing. Failsafe has countered every move Batman and the Justice League have attempted. Is the Dark Knight out of options on Earth? The best-selling Failsafe arc continues in the backup. We travel back to the early years of the Dark Knight. Detective resumed his most psychedelic, mind-breaking period at the dawn of his backup protection system, Zur-N-R. Okay, so we got that coming out November 1st. It looks like Bane's going to be in this event too, so that should be interesting. A lot of cool looking covers here. And then we also get a thing for the next issue, which is 130, which is the final chapter, but this is like December. So you're kind of getting a little bit into December here. The final chapter, the failsafe arc, reaches its brutal and stunning conclusion. Batman is one desperate final action. Will he walk away from it? The answer will shock you. The early days of the Dark Knight and his relationship with so-and-so continues. So more of the early day stuff. Batman and Spawn stuff right here. Just a collection with these two crossing over. Batman One Bad Day, Mr. Freeze. So, like the Riddler thing, they're always doing these big, like, one bad day things. I heard the Riddler one was not very good, so I didn't really take interest in it. I don't think I had much interest, but once again, what have we learned so far with DC? Batman, 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 Batman. That's all it is just Batman. But finally, something a little bit different. The new Golden Age #1, written by Jeff Johns. It says ongoing, but because it's Jeff Johns writing, it's probably only going to have one issue come out, and then you won't see the second issue for like 4 or 5 years down the road at this point. From the Justice Society of America, Legion of Superheroes, the new Golden Age will unlock DC's epic and secret-ridden history of heroism, launching a new group of titles set firmly in the DC universe from the 40s to the 40s. Heroes take on the greatest evils of their time, but in the aftermath of Flashpoint Beyond, those heroes and villains will have their lives turned upside down. DC's future and its past will never be the same again. How many times have we heard, it'll never be the same again? It'll never be the same again. They do this all the time. But how are the Mime Marionette connected to this? Oh yeah, older Rip Hunter and Time Masters and that. And who or what is nostalgia? Don't miss the start of the strangest mystery to have ever plagued the DC universe. Well, you know, they got to hype things up, so you get different generations of characters. JSA #1, also written by Jeff Johns. The JSA returns in this monthly series by writers Jeff Johns and artist Mike Jano. And so yeah, the JSA is coming in, new history, all that other fun stuff. It's cool the JSA is getting some stuff. Looks like Huntress and all that right there. Obviously, the Black Adam movie's coming out, so they want to hype up the JSA a lot more. Stargirl, The Lost Children, so 3 straight Jeff Johns books. But this is a 6-issue little miniseries. An epic teenage DC hero event brought to you by the Teen Titans writer Jeff Johns and iconic Young Justice illustrator Todd Nyok. I don't know how to pronounce that. When Stargirl, the Justice Society, and Green Arrow's ally Red Arrow discover a tragic teenage hero from the past has gone missing, they set out to find him, only to discover he's not the first teenage hero of the Golden Age to have vanished without a trace. But where have they all gone? Okay, so it's Stargirl and Emiko Queen, and that working together. Glad she's out of that Teen Titans Academy book and something probably pretty good. Blue Beetle, Graduation Day #1. This is a 6-issue miniseries. It's focused on Jaime Reyes, just kind of balancing his life in high school and all that. Obviously, we got the new Blue Beetle movie coming out next year, and I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, it doesn't get canned like the Batgirl movie did. But yeah, so Blue Beetle right there, various characters and stuff. Cool. Good for Jaime. Good for Jaime. Wildcats, #1, written by Matthew Rosenberg. Spinning off from the pages of Batman comes this shattering new series. The Halo Corporation has gathered a motley crew of operatives led by Cole, Grifter, Cash. Oh, okay. So this is like that whole thing that Urban Legends was teasing at some point. So this is the whole Grifter thing with Wildcats and that. This is a big spin-off series. So yeah, this is what that Urban Legends storyline was setting up, was this Wildcat series. So if anyone's interested in that, you can check this thing out. I don't know if I'll be picking it up. We'll see. I've read so many Batman-related titles, I kind of got burnt out. Waller versus Wildstorm right here. So we got something with the Cold War here. Amanda Waller and Wildstorm and all that right there. You can read the whole thing right there if you want. Wildstorm, 30th Anniversary Special #1. Lots of different people kind of incorporated in this thing. Looks like more of the Grifter stuff tie-ins. Okay, here's one. Written by Mark Waid, Tina Grace, Alex Segura, and Marv Wolfman. So we got a big, huge, like a lot of writers working on this one. Oh, but Marv Wolfman's cool. So Kal-El has returned from his long sojourn to Warworld, but what ramifications does this hold for the broader DC universe? In this special issue, we'll spotlight Kal-El's reunion with the Dark Knight, Jimmy Olsen and the Justice League, and Lex Luthor, plus witnesses never before revealed to look at the moments leading to Superman's abduction by Pariah and the Dark Crisis event. The march towards Action Comics 1050 continues in this essential special volume. So there we go. Just a nice little cover there of Superman in that. Good to have Clark Kent Superman back, because I don't think most people generally like what John Kent Superman's been like. John Stewart, The Emerald Light, written by Jeffrey Thorne. John Stewart has been trapped in the dark sectors for months, and the rest of his Green Lantern combines with the power of the God Storm at his disposal. John is using everything he can to take down Isak, the mad new god, and bring his fellow corpsmen home. John will need to become something new to win the war against Isak. He'll need to become the Emerald Knight. Cool stuff. Glad John Stewart's getting some stuff. Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, #6 of 7. So December is when this event finally comes to an end. War erupts as more heroes are taken at the hands of Pariah. The fate of the multiverse depends on the young heroes of the DCU as they clash with Deathstroke and the Dark Army. Can the resurrected Justice League race home to Earth Zero in time to join the fight, even if it could mean that not everyone gets to return? And what dark powerhouse rises on the battlefield? Do not miss this incredible breakneck battle royal. So this comes out 11/8. Dark Crisis, The Army. See, they're not calling Dark Crisis and Infinite Earths The Army. So this one's Dark Crisis, The Army, written by Mark Waid, Delilah S. Dawson, and Dennis Culver. So this is, I think, the Damian-focused one. As Pariah's Dark Army continues its march around the globe, Damian Wayne thinks he's got an answer as to why Pariah is able to control the most dangerous cosmic villains of the multiverse, and he's taking Red Canary and Dr. Light on the road to see if he's right. Don't miss this thrilling Dark Crisis tie-in, which direct connections to represent the future of the DCU. Okay, so we got Red Canary there. Covers there. There's a bunch of them. Oh, look at that. There's the little Gleb cover right there. I miss when Gleb was doing Robin. It was a lot of fun, but he's got some sort of mythic sword. So I think this is set after the Batman vs. Robin event, so there's that to look forward to. Dark Crisis, Warzone #1. Written by a bunch of people. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people. Several artists involved. Boots on the ground view of Dark Crisis. As the Hall of Justice falls, get a new perspective on the various conflicts while the battles across Dark Crisis rage on. With the classic Justice League members gone, see how members of the generation, such as Red Canary and the Flash family, deal with the chaos in this key chapter of the saga leading to Dark Crisis #7. So, didn't they just say in 6 they were coming back? So, you got various members and that all working together. So many different characters. A lot of stuff. Boy, they're really hyping up Red Canary here. Oh, cool. Raven's involved. I wonder who she's going to end up being, though. So we'll have to find out soon enough. Here we go. Dark Crisis, Worlds Without a Justice League, Batman #1. Another one of these tie-ins with Pariah. When Pariah and his forces of the Great Darkness laid waste to the most powerful superheroes of all time, all hope was lost until now. To power his weapons of war, Pariah has captured each member, so-and-so, yada yada. Batman is stuck in a loop wherein the greatest detective will solve the mystery of his own existence, plus unravel the secrets of Satana's world in this final epic chapter of the Worlds Without a Justice League saga. Yeah, Worlds Without a Justice League, it's just kind of one of those things. It's just kind of, it's been all right. Nothing truly amazing or anything like that. It almost feels like you don't necessarily need to read them to understand everything in Dark Crisis. You just need kind of like a quick explanation. So, but it's still better than this one. This is definitely like the weakest of the Dark Crisis tie-in stuff. The Flash stuff was pretty good though. But here's the final issue. I'm sure some people will be happy that this one is ending. Based on what the comments have been saying on my videos. Boy, a lot of people hate this one. So, Superboy, Robin, Impulse, Wonder Girl, Arrowette, and Red Tornado are all reunited, but is it too late for them to face down the unmitigated and unhinged power of Mickey Mxyzptlk? Young Justice will have to let their old wounds heal quickly if they're going to escape from Mickey's fake universe, and rejoin the real to help in the final battle of Dark Crisis. Why this needs to be in here is beyond me. I just don't know. Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, number 4. Nothing is what the heroes of Earth thought it was. The shocking truth is finally revealed, and the fate of all existence hangs in the balance. Lobo joins the fight, but will the main man help or hinder the greatest heroes in the universe as they gather to fight the galactic armada of the undead? So this is 11:15. So you can see that right there. And then looks like we get a brief preview of the next issue coming out in December. So December is usually like a lighter month in terms of stuff when it comes to DC Comics as they close out the year. A greater chaotic force enters the battle, and in doing so threatens reality itself. As more heroes fall and the whole galaxies are lost, the most powerful forces across the cosmos will stop watching for the sidelines and finally act. Dude, that's a sweet looking cover right there. I want that. Then there's a cool Supergirl one. Lots of cool covers, but man, if I could get a cover, this would be the one. This one's pretty sweet. I like that. Okay, here we go. Batman vs. Robin, number 3. This is, again, another issue of the series. Batman has been on a breakneck journey throughout the DC universe, from Wayne Manor to the House of Secrets and back again. But where there are clues, there is a trail, and the world's greatest detective has followed this particular trail back to where he and Superman began this journey, Lazarus Island. With an entire island and army at Damian's disposal, does Batman stand a chance? We'll give you a hint. No. So yes, like I said, he's clearly being possessed. This is the Mark Waid thing. You can see this all kind of working together right here. Neza has pretty much possessed him and everyone in that army because, like I said, they were doing pretty well until like the devil kind of got involved. So, yeah, I would have rather had the roles reversed and Batman was possessed and Damian has to save him. I thought that would make things more interesting. I'm sure the story will be pretty good. There is also always that concern about every time a new writer comes in to write Damian, every bit of character development is just thrown out the window. But I don't think like I said, Mark Waid has never written Damian per se. I know some people are like, well, what about this and that? Elseworlds? I'm like, no, not main universe stuff. So I'm hoping he does a good job with this story and that like everything before it is just not really thrown away, because that's just something that just tends to happen with DC. So this is only like a 5-issue series, so it's clearly possession. So at least there's that excuse rather than him being in control of his own actions. But we'll see what happens with this thing. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty solid epic storyline, given how Mark Waid's been working within World's Finest. And I think this takes place before Dark Crisis anyway, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, next up, Nightwing 2022 Annual. Who is Heartless? Oh, finally, the Heartless thing it's still going on. So we find out who Heartless is, and then there's a backup, Nightwing Year 1, follow Haley in her first year of the Humans, Nightwing, and Batgirl, and see how she takes the bite out of crime in her first year. So there's that. Batgirl's 2022 Annual. It's Freaky Friday when the Batgirls wake up inside each other's bodies. That can't be possible, right? It's the only stuff you see in the movies, except Oracle has seen this happen before, and the only person who may have the antidote to swap their bodies back is Batman. And to make matters worse, Lady Shiva's here confronting her daughter about something, and it's up to Steph to put on her best cast to get through it. Okay, this could be kind of fun, like a fun little annual with them like doing a body swap thing. So there's that. Detective Comics Annual. It's November, so you're going to get a lot of annuals. 2022 Annual is a werewolf Gale has lived through the many generations to visit Gotham before 100 years ago. Take a trip back to the 1700s Renaissance. Okay, so Gale, Arkham, and that. There's that. Nubia and the Justice League Special number 1. In honor of her 50th anniversary, Nubia has joined the Justice League. After years separated from man's world, the Amazon's most powerful warrior, now Queen, has been called to save the day and work alongside the world's greatest heroes. What danger awaits our hero and her new teammates? Find out in this special that shows a bright new future for the character. Okay, cool. Good for Nubia. Okay, Wonder Woman Fast Mail Edition. Wonder Woman 793, Becky Cloonan and all that. So I haven't been reading Wonder Woman. I haven't heard really anybody talk about it so much. So I'm just gonna kind of skim through this one really quickly. DC Grifter got run over by a reindeer. Okay. Ho, 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 my gosh, it's time to deck the halls with Harley Quinn, Batman, and more of your favorite DC superstars. Who made it to the nice list? Hawkman, Black Canary, is that Animal Man of the naughty list? And how did Grifter find himself in the targeting this pesky reindeer? So, it's the annual holiday anthology special. Sometimes these can be good, sometimes they can be bad. Then we have a couple of fast mail things. Batman Catwoman, hell no, not reading that. Rorschach by Tom King, also not reading that. Batman Killing Time, also by Tom King, not reading that. Wow, it's like, oh, Tom King again. Here we go. Definitely not reading that. So, okay. Oh, Dark Knight's Metal Omnibus. Okay. How many pages is this thing? Holy shit, $125 for this thing. 760 pages. Okay. I've read all of Metal. The first Dark Knight's Metal I liked. The second one, Death Metal, no, not so much. Action Comics number 1049. December is going to be the big 1050. Kal-El Returns, Part 5. The epic crossover between this and this continues. We're only 1 month away from the Mammoth 1050. Tensions are rising between the Super Family and Lex Luthor have never been higher. Meanwhile, the Force of Solitude steals from Keenan, Repel, and Alien Invasion. Okay, cool. Written by a couple of people. Philip Kennedy Johnson's involved. Look at that fantastic hairdo. God, the 90s with those mullets. Batgirl's number 12. Boy, do the Batgirls have some tea for you. Literally, cast and staff go down a rabbit hole of madness when they're invited to Mad Hatter's tea party. But with the death of yet another Hill resident looming on their shoulders, they're one step closer to finding the Hill Ripper. Okay, Mad Hatter. Cool. Nice to see him get involved in something. They have these overly cutesy covers right here. What is this? Is that Babs or something? Okay, stuff, all that. Interesting. Is that... It almost looks like a Caterpie from Pokemon. So, or... Wait a minute, Alice in Wonderland, Mad Hatter. Okay, I get it. Okay, Cheshire. Okay. Oh, wait, who is that? Oh, is that the Red Queen or something? I don't know. Look at that. Enjoying some pizza and chips and that. So, Batman Nightwatch number 3. Oh, another Mad Hatter focused storyline. More Batman stuff, by the way, in case you can't get enough of it. Batman the Nightwatch number 4. Looks like in December. I haven't been reading Batman the Nightwatch at all. Mostly because I've read so many Batman comics, I kind of get burnt out. But there's that, if you're interested in that. Batman Incorporated number 2. The pulse-pounding second chapter of No More Teachers continues as Batman Inc. continue to investigate the death of Ghostmaker and Batman's mentors. Each new lead only begs more questions and threatens to unearth shocking secret buried deep in Ghostmaker's past, a secret that refuses to die. Okay, Batman Incorporated stuff, so if you're interested in a lot of that. Oh, here's a cool character. Now, who's this character? I like that costume. It looks pretty sweet. So, yeah, if somebody knows that character, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, Batman Fortress number 7. Batman and his unlikely eyes have penetrated this, the Fortress of Solitude, yada, yada, yada. Red Arrow teaming up with Batman. So, it's cool that Emiko is showing up in things. I wonder if Damien's in this Fortress book. I may have to check that out. World's Finest number 9. World's Finest has been really, really good. The most recent issue, it was still fine, but it could have done things a little bit better, in my honest opinion. But it's still an enjoyable one. Written by Mark Waid, of course, Dan Mora. Batman and Superman on a quest to train the mysterious new hero, Boy Thunder. What's that in the dark? A faint noise sounds like a laugh. Uh-oh, the Joker's here, and he's got his own plans for the superpowered psychic. Someone hide all the crowbars, quick. Ooh, that's a rough one. Well, looks like the Devil Nazah is there again. Batman Gotham Knights, Gilded City number 2. So, you got this stuff right here. Oh, readers who redeem the codes for all 6 issues will have a special 7th item. Some more Gotham Knights tie-in stuff. I actually did finally get a PS5 so I can play this game, but that's going to be a few months away. Batman, The Audio Adventures. Haven't really followed that, but if you want to follow that in comic book form, here you go. Batman Urban Legends, number 21. I am amazed that Urban Legends is still going on. I feel like this is a book that DC should probably... there's been some good stuff in Urban Legends, but I feel like it's a book that probably needs to just... meet its end at some point soon. Hopefully by maybe issue 25 could be the final issue or something. And then they can relaunch with other things. I feel like I don't really hear too many people chit-chatting about Urban Legends as much. There's some good stuff in there, but I just feel like we could use with a little bit less Batman books. This month's issue brings the dynamic duo pushing the Batmobile to its absolute limits. The Murder Club has thrown Batman's life into chaos. How will Robin, Alfred, and Nightwing keep them together? Arkham Academy opens up its doors to the first ever class of students related to Gotham's greatest rogues. Okay, that sounds interesting. Hopefully it's better than Teen Titans Academy. Will they make the grade, or was he Montoya's last days detective before she became Gotham City's newest commissioner? Okay, so we got stuff here. Montoya. I think that's Tim's Robin in this issue. So, the Wheelman of Gotham. And then we got a preview for Urban Legends number 2022. So that's in December, though. So All-Star creator Jamal Campbell begins a 2-part Nightwing story featuring the new villain. The director, who films crime scenes, the murder club, and the Court of Owls, create a mystery too deep for Batman to solve as the Bat family crumbles. Arkham Academy gets a guest instructor who doesn't care whether the students live or die, and the story set in Gotham's past anarchy empowers the citizens of Gotham with Batman's tools. Okay. So here we go. This is like Gotham Academy. And that, here's a cool looking cover right here. So let's move on to the next one. Black Adam, number 6 by Christopher Priest. Batman has had enough of Black Adam. Angered over Bruce Wayne's financial this, so yada. So we got Black Adam in that here. Definitely taking center stage. Got the new movie coming out. Catwoman number 49. I'm surprised this book is still going on. Maybe it'll end with issue 50. I feel like issue 50 probably might be the last one if they're going to relaunch a bunch of the books. You can take Gotham out of the cat, but you can't take the cat out of Gotham. With some of Catwoman's power structures collapsed again, a clan of clowns has invaded Alleytown, and Selina must use her power to handle things safely without bringing more violence and crime into the area she loves and swears to protect. When that fails, Selina realizes she's going to have to fight fire with fire once and for all. Okay, so Catwoman fight and punchline, looks like this classic costume here. So, cool. Dark Knights of Steel, number 8 by Tom Taylor. I have not read any of Dark Knights of Steel, so I don't know if it's any good or not. DC Horror presents Sergeant Rock vs. the Army of the Dead. This is 3 of 6. This is Bruce Campbell's comic book that he's writing, so I might just check this thing out just because it's Bruce Campbell doing it. DC vs. Vampires, number 11. Matthew Rosenberg and James Tynion. Looks like we're almost near the end of this thing. The series is finally going to end come December, and it's been a fun ride. I've had a good time with DC vs. Vampires, so... Humanity's final against King Nightwing and his vampire armies have seemingly failed on all 3 fronts. Who lives, who dies, as all hope is extinguished? Will the surviving heroes be enough to stop the extinction of the human race? Only time will tell. And then All Out War, number 5, the spin out of the whole events in that too. So, looks like Shazam, Demon, and all that. Now, who's this right here? Kind of drawing a blank on which character this is off the top of my head, but I like the cover art. It's pretty cool. Wonder Woman there, Mary Marvel. DC Mech number 5 of 6. Haven't been reading this. It's like a mech-based Justice League story. So, there's that. Deathstroke Inc. number 15. The brutal conclusion to year 1 is here. Deathstroke may have completed his first contract, but he's still got a score to settle with the man who destroyed Slade Wilson's life. If you thought you knew Slade Wilson, you're about to learn how little you know about the origin of Deathstroke. Apparently, this entire time, I've known absolutely nothing about him. So, here we go. Some cool, I'll say this about when it's a Deathstroke focused comic, there's always a lot of great variant covers. I mean, just look at this one right here. This one's pretty sweet. I mean, all of them are pretty good, but I think I like this one the most in that style. Detective Comics 1066, more Batman titles, of course, because Batman's a character who's very underutilized at DC Comics, apparently. As the Asthma demon, boy, he's been fighting a lot of demons in that too. Between this and Batman vs. Robin, takes a hold of the Harvey Dent side of Two-Face. It's up to the bad side to save them before it's too late. That is, if Harvey will give up the identity of Batman to help them. Meanwhile, the young Orgham heir Arzon meets Bruce Wayne for the first time, and Bruce sees potential in the boy. Okie dokie. Interesting cover right there. Fables, number 157. Have not read this one at all, so I'm going to skim through it. GCPD, The Blue Wall. Don't really have any interest in really reading the story. Gotham City Year 1, number 2 by Tom King. Also, I'm going to skip that one. Year 1, number 3, also by Tom King, issue 3 of 6. Going to skip that one too. Harley Quinn, number 24. If you want to catch a killer, blah, blah, blah. Harley doing her thing. Victor Zsasz, yada, yada, yada. So on and so forth. Harley Quinn, the animated series, Legion of Bats, number 2. Out shopping for new outlets at Gotham City Mall. Harley and Ivy stumble across a possible recruit. What are they recruiting this? Meanwhile, Nightwing and Batgirl fall off on a lead that sends Harley reeling as many villains' plans come to light. So, okay, so this is set after the show. Watch the most recent episodes, it's pretty good. Alright, this one I might have to read because it's the Dark Crisis tie-in issue. I thought I was done with I Am Batman, but I guess there's this crossover thing. So, yes, a Dark Crisis tie-in issue. When John Kent first asked Jace Fox to join the Justice League, the answer was a firm no. But as Deathstroke and the Legion of Doom hunt the heroes of the DCU, Jace learns that the hard way that there are some fights for which Batman cannot run, and the only thing he has to fear is fear itself. Okay. So, there's that. I'll only read it because it's a Dark Crisis tie-in. Otherwise, I just lost interest in I Am Batman. Looney Tunes, number 269. I've never seen these issues in a comic book store, like, almost ever. I'm surprised it's still going on. Same with Mad Magazine. I never see them in a comic book shop I go to. Monkey Prince, number 8. So, there you go. Monkey Prince doing his thing. Still have not read any issues of it. Same with issue number 9. Multiversity Teen Justice, issue number 6. The epic miniseries reaches its unforgettable conclusion as the new hero makes their unexpected debut. The heroes of Teen Justice are still reeling from the loss they suffered last issue, but there's no time to mourn. Sinestro and other members of the Corps have a plan to use all humanity as fuel for their monstrous schemes, and only Kid Quick and the surviving members of their team stand in the way. In the end, everything may depend on the superheroic debut of, well, that would be telling. Okay, haven't read Teen Justice at all, just, it could be interesting, I don't know. Nightwing, number 98. So, there's members of the Titans in this issue. So, Nightwing meets Nightmite and Bitewing and Oracle and Daniel that's right, the meddling Nightmite booped himself from the 5th dimension after reading 7 Secrets. He hitchhiked his way over with so-and-so into our Nightwing series. Trust us, you're not going to want to miss this one. So, looks like an imp from the 5th dimension is going to be messing with Dick Grayson a bit here for a bit. Seems like they've ramped up the Heartless storyline. Issue number 98. No mention of... I still think something big's going to happen in issue 100. Probably him and Babs get married or something. Or it's or something like that. It's got to be leading to that, am I right? So, Poison Ivy, number 6. So, if you want to find out what happens with Ivy and that, go ahead and read this one, I suppose. Yeah, I haven't really found Poison Ivy that interesting as of late. It's kind of just been like, I was hoping for something good, but like there hasn't been a really good Poison Ivy story in a while. Shill, baby Shill, has finally sold out to the big fracking. You're right, you heard it first, folks. With a new mission, renewed outlook in life, and a burgeoning new sense of purpose, Ivy's back and better than ever before. A brand new era of Poison Ivy begins. Shill, baby Shill. Oh boy, sounds like something I'd really want to read. Not really. Punchline, The Gotham Game, number 2. Showdown at Ace Chemicals. Punchline's construction of a royal flush gang court draws the attention of Gotham City's thriving Yakuza faction and Batman. All things come to head at Ace Chemicals. Will Batman successfully stop Punchline and her court, or the factory bring him another devastating failure? Okay, so Yakuza, Punchline. Cool stuff here. And that, Static, Shadows of Dakota, number 2. Vita Ayala and Nicholas Draper Ivy. So, here you go. More stuff with Static Shock. Another issue of Static Shock in December, right here. I haven't been reading Static Shock, so I watched the entire animated series, but, you know, that was Dwayne McDuffie doing it, and he's very talented at stuff. There was ups and downs of that show, though, so I think there were some things I liked, and then there was bits that were just kind of cringy, so... but yeah, so let's talk about the next issue, Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 17, written by Tom Taylor, of course, everyone's favorite writer, it seems, at DC. That was a joke, by the way. It's weird, because he write really good Elseworld storylines, but Main Universe, it's been a lot of hit-or-miss stuff, so Kal-El returns, Part 4. Superman and Son are reunited, so why doesn't it feel so good? Could it be because of the LexCorp automations threatening the safety of Metropolis? I've got a bad feeling about this. So, here we go. And then, Clark, why aren't you covering this up? This is indecent exposure. Wait a minute, John skateboarding? Like, hey, look it, I'm cool, I'm hip. Like, what's the point of using a skateboard where you can just fly? I don't know. Superman Space Age number 3 by Mark Russell. The end is nigh as Red Skies reign. Oh, is this the animated series? The new Batman Adventures with the Red Skies? So, there you go. Sword of Azrael, number 4 of 6. I haven't really been reading the Sword of Azrael stuff. I kind of like... I didn't really like the Arkham City Order of the World by Dan Warder stuff, and I didn't really have any interest in reading more Azrael stuff from that creative team. So, but maybe it's good. If you enjoy it, let me know in the comment section down below. But here's some Azrael stuff. Sword of Azrael, number 5. So, there we go. The Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, number 2. The sequel that's spotted from the Maxi series continues. Daphne poses as Batgirl to help capture Poison Ivy. So, okay, Daphne, she literally looks just like her. I never really realized that before, but Daphne does look a lot like Barbara Gordon. When Gregory Wolf wins the mayorship of Central City, implemented a radical agenda to instill order, including deputizing the rogues to enforce the law and ridding the city of its well-known vigilante, the Flash. It makes no sense whatsoever, considering the rogues are criminals, so he must be really corrupt and stuff. Just seems like a dumb idea. Like, why not, you know, why give the Rogues all that power when they've done nothing but corrupt stuff? But oh well. The Flash, the Fastest Man Alive, number 3. So here's some stuff with Barry and all that. The Human Target, number 9, by Tom King. Gonna pass that up right there. The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 2, by Matthew Rosenberg. Have you ever wondered if you're the best version of you? What if the best version? Oh wait, is this the second? Is this like the spin-off of the Joker book? Yes. Joker gets another comic. It's a cool cover right there, though. I'll give it that. Joker Man Stop Laughing, number 3. 40 pages, my goodness. We're going to not a finally hunt and kill. Oh, Jason Todd trying to hunt the Joker. I haven't seen that before. Just finish the job at this point. Like, if he's going to kill people, you might as well just finish it up. The New Champion of Shazam, number 4 of 4. So this is the 4-issue miniseries coming to an end with Mary Marvel, Shazam. Nice House on the Lake, number 12, by Tynion. Tim Drake Robin, number 3, by Megan Fitzmartin. I have no interest in really reading this. It's fighting a goldfish and stuff. Hasn't been anything that's really wowed or impressed me all that much. So, yeah, just going to skip this one. Titans United, Blood Impact, number 3. Titans in War, as the Church of the Raven closes on a strangely altered world. Batman and Robin face their deadliest force yet, Starfire. Huh. Intriguing. Young Justice Targets, number 5 of 6. Looks like Young Justice, the TV show, got canceled again. So sorry, everyone who was looking forward to that show. But it looks like it's done again. Maybe it'll come back like it did before, but I don't know. Warner Bros. Discovery seems to be just hitting the axe on everything these days. So, yep, I read like the first issue or two, so it wasn't half bad. But I think that's just going to wrap it up for this month. So, yes, I think I've rambled on pretty long enough. More Batman stuff. We got Dark Crisis, DC, Batman vs. Robin is still the one I'm probably looking most forward to because of Mark Waid's work on World's Finest. Dark Crisis, we're almost to the end of that event, and like nothing else just really kind of popped out for me this month. Nothing that just really has me like really overly ecstatic or anything like that, except maybe Batman vs. Robin, because like I said, Mark Waid did really well with World's Finest, and World's Finest is another one I'll probably be picking up too. Like Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, I got to change the name in my head now because I keep calling it Dark Crisis. Why didn't you just call it Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths from the get-go is just beyond me. But yeah, I guess I could be looking forward to seeing how this whole event wraps up because it's like their big thing. I'm curious to find out who Red Canary is because they seem to be kind of showcasing her a lot in these issues of the series. But it should be fun. Yeah, not much else there. Deceased. Oh yeah, Deceased is really good too. So Deceased will be another one. But other than that, really not much else for me this month. This Heartless thing is still going on, by the way. So, God, it's been going on for so long. I just want it to end. But, yeah, hopefully we're getting some answers. This one could be kind of fun, too. But, yeah, not much else for me. Like, nothing overly enthusiastic for my end this month. But, it's something. So, if you have any thoughts on this month's comic books for DC, let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. That's going to wrap it up for me today. Later on tonight, I'm going to have a new movie review on the movie Beast, starring Idris Elba, of course. So, look forward to that. And, yeah, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.